The rains, the rains, the rains. It is the wet season, and unfortunately, at this time of the year, we tend to get all of our rainfall, especially during the wettest month of the year, which is July. But the good news is that most of the tropical waves have been pretty weak. In terms of the rain gauge, looking at just over 200 millimeters, we usually get 266, but obviously it pales in comparison to what happened in June, which is an extremely wet month. But the outlook is that we'll see less rainfall as we go into August and September, slightly below normal following that wet start that we had in June. Now, in terms of the systems passing through, tropical waves are coming our way. One passing through this evening, and obviously that will likely bring us some of those showers and cloudy spells. We saw some of that today, and we'll also see a few more tropical waves going through the next few days. Now, of course, many parts of the Eastern Caribbean, that tropical wave will bring some showers further up, especially overnight and into the first part of tomorrow. But there will be some improvements as we see less moisture following behind that tropical wave come later on Wednesday going into Thursday. So further into the Atlantic, you will see we have another series of tropical waves coming through. Basically, it's like a train. It does follow from Africa, coming all the way into the Caribbean. But most of them are fighting the dry Saharan air. So there's not much development, as you can see, towards the north here, but they're only seeing the showers developing around the tropical convergence zone, which is good news for us right now. It only means that we'll be seeing rain and no storms. So looking at Tobago then, a cloudy, dreary conditions expected for you at times as we go through overnight and into tomorrow morning. Still a few showers, especially as the day warms, but as the afternoon goes on and wears out, you should be seeing fewer showers, and then we should be seeing a mostly settled evening for most areas of Tobago. Similarly for Trinidad tonight, this occasional clouds, especially down towards the south, because you can see a bit more moisture there. But towards the north, most of the showers should be triggered as you go into the early part of the morning and into the afternoon, especially watching across the hills of the northern range. You may see, similarly to what you saw today, there is a few afternoon thunder showers erupting around Diego Martin, coming down to Port of Spain, into California, Cuba, and then down towards San Fernando as well. But most of the clouds and the more persistent showers will likely be along southern Trinidad as you go through the morning and into the afternoon. And then most of Trinidad and Tobago should settle by nightfall. So it should be a relatively cool night, 24 degrees Celsius in Trinidad, 25 in Tobago, and a pleasant day, 31 expected for you into a Thursday and a Friday. We'll lose most of the showers. You won't get away from them for the most part, but at least there'll be a few and far between as you go towards a Friday and a Saturday. And similarly for Trinidad, brightness appears through Thursday. The sunshine will come out for at least longer than a couple of hours, and we'll only be seeing a few brief showers coming by for the rest of the week through Friday and Saturday. So mariners then, not much to trouble you here. East-southeasterly winds, 15 knots. There's a slight chop, 1 to 1.5 meters, and east-northeasterly swells of 9 seconds. Now, for those going further afield across the Caribbean, we have been seeing that tropical wave, and it is obviously making its way into the eastern areas. But as I said, no storms set to develop, no hurricanes set to develop, at least for now. But it doesn't mean that we shouldn't be mindful, because east of Trinidad and Tobago and the Lesser Antilles, this is the area that we watch, as well as up towards the Bahamas and parts of the Gulf of Mexico. But right now, there's not much happening here. There's the occasional clouds, a few of those are daytime showers, but some of those daytime showers will still likely turn heavy or thundery as you go through the middle of the day, and then obviously ease by nightfall as the day cools. So here's your tour. Kingston, brisk showers, 34 degrees Celsius, a few showers for Port-au-Prince as well, and a warmer 36 likely here. Down towards San Juan, getting into the Lesser Antilles, we'll likely still see a few clouds from time to time, a few damp spots, but Castries will see a lot more rains first thing in the morning, eventually clearing as they go through the afternoon, and there's still some showers expected for Kingston into St. Vincent first thing as well, and then we'll see most of the island chain beginning to improve as you get towards the later on Wednesday and into Thursday. So that's your weather, and that's it from me.